A new $500 monthly check to be introduced. Also, Chuck Schumer now openly supports Bernie Sanders and his initiatives, and the new UBI program that was just announced. And yes, this is a completely new UBI program that I have not told you about quite yet until today. So let's get into it and discuss all of it in this video. Welcome everybody, thanks for joining me. If you're new or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so, and you can join this community with all of the other hundreds of thousands of people who are already here. Thank you so much, I truly appreciate each and every one of you, and let's talk through all of this. So Chuck Schumer, he is the leader on the Democratic side in the Senate. He was out yesterday openly announcing and endorsing Bernie Sanders and his initiatives to expand and reform Medicare into the American Families Plan. Now, this would include expanding benefits and coverage to include hearing, dental, and vision, as well as lower the eligibility age down to 60. Now, this is the first time that Chuck Schumer has actually come out and endorsed this initiative, which is actually interesting because Bernie Sanders and Chuck Schumer are two very powerful and influential people in the Senate. So I would imagine that there's probably going to be many more people stepping up and also supporting this initiative now that we have both of these guys behind it. So we'll have to see what happens going forward. But yeah, this is getting a lot of support and traction going forward right now. All right, next, let's talk about these new $500 monthly checks that are going to be introduced. So just the other day, I actually talked about this in one of my videos. We had Representative Ilhan Omar, which is actually a representative of the state of Minnesota. She was out on Twitter talking about introducing a nationwide UBI program, which was actually coming out in response to an announcement out of the mayor of the city of Minneapolis, who's going to be launching a pilot program introducing a $500 check for residents in the city of Minneapolis. Well, Ilhan Omar went out to Twitter and said she is going to be introducing a nationwide UBI program in this Congress. This is actually really, really cool. The reason why, we actually have multiple different proposals and initiatives on the table right now offering monthly checks. Let me lay these out for you because there's actually a bunch of them. This is actually really good. The more proposals that we have on this going forward, the higher the likelihood of it actually happening. So let me lay these out for you really quickly. We have two different letters and proposals out there right now. One from the House of Representatives offering a monthly stimulus check in addition to a one-time fourth stimulus check. We also have the letter and the proposal from the Senate calling on a fourth stimulus check and following up with monthly recurring payments. We also have this new initiative from Ilhan Omar, which is going to be introducing these nationwide UBI payments for probably low-income individuals. Here's the thing with UBI. A lot of times it includes everybody, but a lot of these pilot programs that have been introduced lately are focused on low-income people. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Hopefully it focuses on low-income people because realistically, those are the people who actually need the money right now, right? Other initiatives that we have on the table right now for monthly checks include that letter that was submitted to the president back in April, calling on him to reform and expand the SSI program in the American Families Plan. Now, more on that in just a second after I tell you the next one, which is this group of 18 Senate Democrats who are looking at the SSI Restoration Act. Now, here's the thing. I realize that these are not directly related to monthly checks, but here's the thing. If they actually reform SSI, like I talked about in yesterday's video, by the way, if you didn't check out that video from yesterday, I presented exactly why reforming SSI could actually be very beneficial to those of you receiving Social Security, including SSDI. So here's the thing. I'm going to link that video down below in the comment section as on a pinned comment as well as the description. Check out that video if you did not see it. But here's the thing. Even though this is not a monthly check, if they reform SSI, you may actually be able to grab even more benefits, even as somebody receiving Social Security. So here's the thing. There are multiple different proposals on the table right now to either boost benefits, raise benefits, a fourth stimulus check, and or monthly recurring payments. So we will continue to watch this one, especially this new introduction for UBI on a nationwide scale from Representative Ilhan Omar. I'm excited to see what she actually lays out, because here's the thing. We continue to see all of these UBI pilot programs popping up left and right. In fact, in the last 3 or 4 days here, I've introduced 3 new programs that literally just announced. In fact, I'm going to tell you about another one right now. And this one comes out of upstate New York. Yes, this is the latest one that I just found, and it just started. So this UBI program is, once again, cash payments to low-income individuals with no strings attached. That's what's really nice about UBI. It's like a stimulus check, no strings attached. You get a monthly cash payment. Typically, it's a little bit lower than a stimulus check, but it extends for a much longer period of time. So let me tell you about it. This is in upstate New York, in actually Ulster County. So if you live in New York, Ulster County is where this is happening. And what it is, for those individuals with an income under $46,900, they could be eligible to receive a $500 monthly check with no strings attached for the next 12 months. And here's the thing. A lot of times these UBI programs, with a pilot program like this, they do it for research purposes. So they want to know, hey, where's this money going? What's it being spent on? Things like this. So with this particular UBI program, they're not actually tracking the money, but rather they're asking the people that they're giving it to if they would occasionally participate in a survey just to see, hey, are you spending it on utilities? Did you go out and buy a fridge? Did you go out and buy a new stove? Are you buying clothes? What are you doing with it? So that's kind of the thing with this UBI programs. They're offering it, but yet they're asking people, can you occasionally fill out a survey for us to help us recognize where is the money actually going? These programs continue to pop up all over the place. In fact, these monthly payments in the form of UBI typically range anywhere between $500 and $1,200 per month. In fact, just the other day I talked about that program out of New York. They're offering $1,250 per month for the next, 2 years, I think? For the next 2 years for low-income people. That's huge. I mean, that's basically a stimulus check every single month for 2 years. Yeah, big, right? So these programs continue to pop up and they gain a lot of popularity. In fact, that's why this Ilhan Omar, the representative, wants to bring this on a nationwide level, because she's seeing it and saying, look at this. We're having all this success from all of these different programs all across the country right now. Why don't we roll it out on a national level, on a federal level, right? Seems smart to me, I don't know, especially to look out for those low-income individuals. And yes, for those of you who receive Social Security, SSDI, SSI, VA, RRB, in general, yes, you would probably be included for these UBI programs. Generally, what they do is they just look at a person's annual income, whether it's from earned income, Social Security benefits, or whatever. They basically just look at your bottom line annual income, your adjusted gross income. If it's below a certain threshold, they say, okay, you are eligible. That's basically how they do it. It's just very clear-cut, straight to the point. If your income is below a level, you're eligible. That's basically what it comes down to. So with that being said, this is all that's going on. However, I wanted to mention this, and I purposely left it till last because it's just kind of irritating. But today is known as National Child Tax Credit Awareness Day. So I know there's a lot of you here on the channel who don't have kids within the eligibility ages for the child tax credit, and I left it for last simply because I know a lot of you are really irritated by this, saying, you know, people are getting monthly checks, especially those people earning $150,000 a year. They're getting monthly checks ranging from anywhere between $500 and $600 per month starting in July, and now we have this National Awareness Day. Man, I feel like, why don't we create an awareness day for older adults and the disabled who are getting nothing? Maybe we should have an awareness day of Older Adult and Disability Awareness Day that are getting nothing. I don't know. Maybe we should start that day. I don't know. I'm guessing I'd probably get a lot of kickback on that one. People saying, oh, no, that's not a day. Well, guess what? I just made it up. Now it's a day, right? So I don't know. It just makes me so sad to see that so many people are struggling during this time. And meanwhile, we need to make an awareness day telling people who make 150 grand a year that, hey, check it out. You're going to get a bunch of money going forward through the rest of the year. And enjoy. Maybe you can buy yourself, I don't know, some new golf clubs. I don't know. what are you going to do with it? Seriously. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, everybody. Please make sure to check out the linked video down below in the description, as well as the comment section. I will pin a comment with the link to that video from yesterday explaining exactly why if this SSI reform actually takes place and they boost benefits for SSI, how it could actually benefit those of you receiving Social Security as well. It's pretty good. I feel like it's a pretty good video. So check that one out from yesterday. And otherwise, make sure to go back and check out any other videos here on the channel, as I have 1,200 videos right here for you to enjoy. And of course, share the videos with your friends, family, and social media. And of course, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so. Thanks again, everyone. You're awesome, and I'll see you in the next video. See you later.